If you have ever been in love, you have probably at least considered classifying the feeling as an addiction. And guess what? You were right. As it turns out, scientists are discovering that the same chemical process that takes place with addiction takes place when we fall in love. Love is a chemical state of mind that's part of our genes and influenced by our upbringing. We are wired for romance in part because we are supposed to be loving parents who care diligently for our helpless babies. What is love? Romantic love both exhilarates and motivates us. It is also critical to the continuation of our species. Without the attachment of romantic love, we would live in an entirely different society that more closely resembled some but not all of those social circles in the animal world. The chemicals that race around in our brain when we are in love serve several purposes, and the primary goal is the continuation of our species. Those chemicals are what make us want to form families and have children. Once we have children, those chemicals change to encourage us to stay together to raise those children. So in a sense, love really is a chemical addiction that occurs to keep us reproducing. Regardless of the country or culture, romantic love plays an important part, while cultural differences in how that love is displayed vary greatly. The fact that romantic love exists isn't disputed, but let us get down to the nitty-gritty. What is it that makes us fall in love with someone in the first place? We all have a template for the ideal partner buried somewhere in our subconscious. It is this love map that decides which person in that crowded room catches our eye. Many researchers have speculated that we tend to go for members of the opposite sex who remind us of our parents. Some have even found that we tend to be attracted to those who remind us of ourselves. In fact, cognitive psychologist David Perrett, at the University of St Andrews in Scotland, did an experiment in which he morphed a digitized photo of the subject's own face into a face of the opposite sex. Then, he had the subject select from a series of photos which one he or she found most attractive. According to Dr. Perrett, his subjects always preferred the morphed version of their own face, and they didn't recognize it as their own. In romantic love, when two people have sex, oxytocin is released, which helps bond the relationship. Vasopressin, an antidiuretic hormone, is another chemical that has been associated with the formation of long-term, monogamous relationships. And also endorphins, the body's natural painkillers. They produce a general sense of well-being, including feeling soothed, peaceful and secure. Endorphins induce a drug-like dependency, and that in a nutshell, is love.